Hello, my name is Hoàng, and I think most people can agree on the fact that we don't have the perfect Earth. To have that though, we need good ecosystems. So today I'm going to tell you about ecosystems. Firstly, what is an ecosystem? The simplest definition of an ecosystem is organisms, both living and non-living, that work together. Also, ecosystems can be anything, like rivers, lakes, oceans, or maybe even you. Organisms in an ecosystem interact together. They can interact in many ways, like competing for resources, help or harm each other, but they all work together for their own purposes. In this picture, two male hartebees are fiercely competing for their resources, or they can be competing for a female that they both lack. Ecosystems can have many food webs and food chains. A food chain is a cycle that transfers energy from the eaten to the eater, or from the prey to the predator. Food chains always start with a producer, which is plant or grass. Here is an example of a food chain. First, a grasshopper eats grass. Then it gets eaten by a frog. A frog then dies, and then its body is decomposed, which change into the nutrients for the plants or grass to grow. Now, a food web is just simply a lot of food chains all together. This is an example of a food web. Ecosystem can have many environment changes. It includes animals being extinct or endangered. The number of animals then would be less. The predator that eats the animals may die out or will have to move to another ecosystem. And that might change the whole environment by disturbing the other animals. For example, this red panda is endangered, and the predator which eats the red panda will have less to eat, and they will have to move to another ecosystem. One change can affect the whole ecosystem. But environment change isn't the only thing that is disturbing the ecosystem. Humans are another reason that the ecosystem stay unbalanced. Humans change the ecosystem by cutting down forests, building dams, and road mining. People's trash makes animals think it is food, which then the animals would eat and then would die out soon after that. Humans' activities are having a negative impact on the environment. In fact, at the beginning of the 20th century, human activities changed the ecosystem more than ever before. Now we have to try to restore the health of ecosystem and their balance. When ecosystems are thrown out of balance, notably by human behavior, they need time to heal or restore. They need to be protected. The less they are protected, the worse results for everything in that ecosystem, including for human beings in the short and long term. To help our environment, we need to stop littering, stop polluting, plant trees, preserve the land, and best of all, reduce, reuse, and recycle. I hope our Earth will become the perfect Earth once again. Thank you for listening.